God damn, how can you stupid people continue to look at this guy? What do you guys all have like lobotomy? I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update, Turds in a Punch Bowl, which is something that ruins the party, that screws up every good thing we have, and it's also why we can never have anything nice. This is Robert. Did he just fucking say that? Kennedy. If you don't know who I'm talking about, he's the shitty Kennedy, the Kennedy that all the other Kennedys have pulled the ripcord on. And they all came out for Biden. Let's go over the thoughts and policies of this HGH pumped up Bane with laryngitis. Robert Kennedy believes that vaccines cause autism, even though that has been studied and proven wrong for decades. In fact, 0 studies show that vaccines cause autism, and I got that information through the microchip that came in the COVID vaccine. So, Robert Kennedy, this man who burp speaks.
I got struck with a disease, a neurological disease. I cannot listen to myself.
In a series of sounds that, frankly, if he was president, would probably make the UN disband on its own to avoid hearing his presidential address to the General Assembly. However, me going after his voice is a cheap shot, an easy attack that frankly has nothing to do with what the man believes, because what happened to his voice is just a neurological injury that could happen to any of us. What he believes, on the other hand, is batshit crazy, and he chose that. Besides believing that vaccines cause autism with 0 evidence, he also believes that 9/11 was a conspiracy. Wi-Fi causes cancer, or leaky brain, which, by the way, is a great name for a punk band. Robert Kennedy Jr. also believes that antidepressants cause school shootings, and I thought it was access to guns. Stupid, stupid, stupid! He also believes chemicals in our water can turn children transgender, and that HIV isn't the cause of AIDS, except for the 4 decades of research that show that it does. RFK is currently suing the Biden administration for censoring him. Really? Really, they're censoring you, bro. The same administration that lets a treasonous insurrectionist say what he wants and continue to run for president, but they're going after you. A dude who thinks the moon landing didn't happen, or who wants to seal the border and believes that the U.S. started the war in Ukraine. And to be fair, this amazingly flawed narcissist was an environmental attorney who actually helped clean up the Hudson River. But as they say, even a broken clock is right twice a day, but only in one time zone. RFK's time zone is just another independent version of the extreme morons that currently have infected the right wing. In fact, most of RFK's donors are Republicans, because they know, like Russian-backed Jill Stein and misguided, full of himself douchebag Ralph Nader, that this perpetually gargling spoiler isn't just getting involved in and possibly ruining the Democratic campaign of Joe Biden. He's actually getting involved in an election where the Republican nominee has said he will be a dictator on day one.
He says, "You're not going to be a dictator, are you?" I said, no, other than day one.
And will take vengeance on all those who spoke out against him.
I am your retribution. I am your retribution.
While trying to get his 91 felonies dismissed based on free speech.
If you count the illegal votes, they can try to steal the election from us.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol. They're poisoning the blood of our country. They said, oh, Hitler said that.
And no one censored him. And be clear, RFK Jr. is not just running for president. He's running to end the Democratic presidency and our system of government and the freedom it affords forever. So, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. And Robert Kennedy Jr., what you can do for your country is sit down and shut the fuck up. Now, I'm sure I'm going to get sued for censorship. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. God, why do these psychopaths think they can run for president? Does everybody think they can run for president now? Look, dude, just because your name is Kennedy doesn't mean you have any ability whatsoever. And the crazy shit you believe, my God, you know, sometimes you make Trump look sane.